Hello my gorgeous loves and welcome. I'm just gonna put this out there. Yes, my voice is quite raspy. I'm just getting over a cold, so hopefully you don't mind that. But I finally have some energy to film, and makeup is my happy space, so that is why I'm here. But I'm gonna be trying a new palette and a new brand to me. This is the Midwinter Dream palette. This is from Ensley Cosmetics, and it's a collab with Brittany Huffman, and I just thought it looked so pretty, so I want to see what the formula is like. I want to do some swatches and create a couple looks for you guys and give you all my thoughts. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bri, and I am just a crazy lover of all things beauty, and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot of indie makeup, so if that is what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Hopefully this video won't be too much of a struggle since I'm getting over this horrible cold. It's taken me a while to recover. I was in bed for days. Like, I don't even remember Christmas. Like, what was Christmas? I don't know what happened. But I do hope that your guys' holiday was really amazing. And if you don't celebrate, I hope you had an amazing weekend as well. But I'm so happy to finally have some energy to film this video because I just love makeup. And I just really wanted to get into this beautiful palette right here and try out this brand. Now, I don't know a lot about Ensley Cosmetics. I just know that they're an indie brand, and they make like beautiful eyeshadow palettes, and I've always been intrigued by their releases, but when I saw this I was like, this is the time to finally try them. And I really like Brittany Huffman. She's also a amazing like makeup artist. I love all the looks that she creates on Instagram, so I'm so excited for her. I see that she's been doing some collabs, which I think is amazing, so congratulations Brittany, as well as Ensley Cosmetics. But I'll give you guys all the deets and all that before I get into the look. So this palette is currently on pre-order. This is like 8 to 10 weeks. I'm assuming that's like the shipping time frame. And this goes for $88.88, which is on the pricey side, but this palette does have dual chromes and multi-chromes in here. So this is what it looks like on the front. It's simple cardboard packaging. It's like a print on it. It looks a little bit on the cheaper side, but all that really matters is what's in the inside, at least to me. And here's the back of it. Just looks like it has ingredients and some information. And then I'll show you guys the palette. I'm going to try to be careful because this black shade down here came a little cracked, so it's a little messy in here, but it's fine. There's a mirror, and then look at those shades. There's so much depth in here. It has ethereal vibes, and it says in here there's 21 dreamy shadows inspired by the cosmic winter solstice. There's 5 stunning multi-chromes, 4 sparkling dual chromes, 2 luxe diamond dual chromes, 1 diamond matte, 2 shimmers, and 6 velvety matte. So they have some different formulas, and multi-chromes and dual chromes are expensive to formulate, so I see why there's a higher price tag. So we're going to see if it's worth the higher price tag. But this looks gorgeous. Like, I'm so inspired by this, and I'm loving all this depth. Like, this whole row is all the mattes, and then it has all like the shimmers. I think this one's a matte on the corner too. Ooh, this looks gorgeous. So I think that's about it, all the information that I have on here. So I think I'm just going to get a little closer and see what kind of looks I can come up with. All right, I got a little closer. I also forgot to mention that they did give me a little gift with purchase. This is a loose glitter sample. It looks like it would match the palette perfectly. Just wanted to show you guys that. But I need to prime my eyes. I'm going to go in with the Glam Light Icing Eyeshadow Base and Buttercream, just to, you know, get a nice good base. And I'm not going to set this at all. I want to start off with the shade called Frigid, this beautiful purple. It's a little deep, but not too dark. And I'm just going to concentrate that on the outer corner. Use that as like the depth for my look. I don't think I'm going to go any darker than this shade. Maybe we'll go on the more like darker midnight side for the second look. But it's a nice like dusty purple, kind of like a taupey purple. And I'm just going to concentrate it on the outer corner and a little bit inward, but I'm going to keep a little bit of space clear here to put a different matte. So far it does seem good on the pigmentation, and seems to be going on the eyes nicely. And I've been layering it up a little bit, and so far it doesn't seem patchy. Seems pretty good so far. So I do notice a little bit of kickback in the pen when I'm going into the frigid shade, but I don't mind a little kickback as long as the shadow performs well in the eyes. I'm totally fine with that. So now I'm going to go into the shade called Rebirth, this pinky matte. And I'm just using the same brush, and I'm going to use that to blend out the edge and get a little bit of pink into the look. I just really want to see how the matte formula is and just try to use as, many shadows as I can in these two looks that I'm about to do. That looks nice, and it's showing up really nicely on the edge of that purple. Now I want to go into the shade right here, this like turquoisey shade. It's called Local Frost. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I'm going to use that in the very inner portion right here. Like that little spot where I didn't put any of the purple or the pink. And I'm just going to concentrate it there. I'm not going to blend it too much into the purple. I just wanted like a little pop of that turquoise right in the front. This is also nicely pigmented. It doesn't have as much kickback as the frigid shade had, the deeper purple. But it is going on nicely. And I'm not noticing any fallout from any of these mattes so far. So I'm going to do my lower lash line. I'm going to keep it with the purple on the bottom. So I'm going to go back into the darker purple, the frigid shade. And I'm going to bring it down here and bring it in. I might bring some shimmer on the front part. So I'm not going to bring it all the way in. I'm going to go back into this fluffy brush right here and go back into the pink Rebirth shade. And I'm just going to run that on the bottom here. Bring some pinkiness down here and blend out the edge of the purple. Alright, so now let's get into these shimmers. This is the exciting part. You never know what you're going to get with multichromes. So I want to go into the shade called Marzana. And I'm going to use that shimmer in the front part on the lower lash line. I'm going to spray it just to avoid fallout. I just have water in this spray bottle. And I'm going to just pop it right up here. Ooh, okay, this looks like maybe like a purple to blue. Honestly, I don't know which ones are the dual chromes, which ones are the multi-chromes. I haven't swatched any of these shades, so I'm going in like totally blind. So I'm going to now go into the shade called Reflection. It looks like a pink, maybe to purple. I'm not totally sure, so I'm going to take this flat shader brush. And I'm going to pick it up. It picks up pretty good on a brush. And then I'm going to spray it. And I'm going to use that closest to the purple. I'm not sure what the shift is on this one. It seems a little bit more sheer. So I'm just building it up. And now I want to go to this shade right here. It looks like it has a blue to pink shift. It's called Kione. Not totally sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But this one looks so pretty. Oh, so much picks up. And this one looks like extra sparkly. I'm going to spray it. And I'm going to use it like right here. Oh, wow. This is pretty. It's definitely more on the brighter side. It looks a little bit more foiled than this one. I feel like this one maybe is a little bit more satiny. Ooh, that is so pretty. So I want to put maybe one more shade in the inner portion. So I'm going to go into this one right here, which looks pink on camera, but when I look at it, I see a lavender. It is called Kurokami. I'm trying my best here. And I'm going to use that just on the very inner portion of my lid. Also picks up really nicely on a brush. Spray it some more and just pop it right there. Ooh, I feel like this one has some gold to it. Maybe it's like a lavender, goldy pink. I'm assuming that this one is a multi-chrome. I'm seeing so many different colors on this one. Because in the pan it looks lavender. On camera it looked pink to you guys. But in my mirror here, I don't know if it's green or turquoise or gold. I don't know. There's a lot going on in this shadow and it's so pretty. So last but not least, we need an inner corner highlight. And we have these two like light, like almost white iridescent looking shades, but I'm sure they have a shift. I think I'm going to try this one called NYX. And I'm going to pick it up on this pencil brush. And I'm going to spray it as well. And we're going to see what kind of pop it gives me in the inner corner. Ooh, this has green to it. Oh my gosh, it goes really well with like that turquoise matte that I have in the inner portion. Wow, these shades are really pretty. They're super shifty and so surprising. Like, I just love that I don't know what I'm going to get until it goes on the eyes, and that it just looks so different in the pan. But once you put them on your lids, they're like totally something different. That's why multi-chromes are so much fun. They're so much fun. So my inner corner is definitely bright and poppin'. Now I did get a little bit of shimmer fallout from some of these metallics. Nothing too crazy, but just know that you will get a little bit of like sparkle specks on the cheeks, even if you wet the brush. I'm not sure how I'll do with a glitter primer, but they look stunning. Like, look how vibrant the inner portion of my lids look. Like, I can't take it. It's so pretty. So I'm going to go and finish off my eye look, do liner, mascara, something for my lips, and then I will be right back to show you guys the completed look. Alright, my loves, I am back, and here is the completed look. What do you guys think of this color combo? I think the metallics are so pretty and so vibrant and like striking and intense, and they're so shifty. Like, when I look in this little mirror right here, I can just see all these different little shifts. I'm so impressed by these metallics, and I also thought the mattes performed really nicely as well. But all I did off camera to complete this look is I went in with the Tarte Good Vibes mascara, and then I used the lash glue liner and went over with the Kiss So Wispy lashes. These ones right here, nice and fluttery, and they're a little bit more on the natural side in my opinion. And then for my waterline, I went in with the LA Girl Shockwave liner in Fresh, just to go with the turquoise vibes in the inner portion. And then for tight lining, I used the Tarte pencil. And then for my lips, I wanted to keep it simple with like a gloss and some liner. So I went in with the It's Belle Cosmetics liner from their Besame collection. I'm not sure which one this is, but I'll link it below. But it's the like mauve pink one. And then I went over it with this Lethal lip gloss and nexxus. The last time I checked on Lethal's website, I did not see this gloss. So I'm not sure if it got discontinued, but this is so pretty. It's like a pinky, like a mauve color. And I thought it paired like really nicely with this look because I wanted the attention up here. So I want it to be like a little bit more soft on the lips because these eyes are doing all the talking. I can't stop staring at these metallics. They're so pretty. Like, look at them. Look at them. But that's all I did off camera to complete this look. I'm sure you can tell I'm like really digging it. But I'm now ready to take you to look number 2. So here we go. It's another day. Time to get into another look. I did prime my eyes again with the Glam Light primer. And now I'm going to start off with this shade called Transformation. It's a cool toned dark brown, and I'm going to use that through the crease. I'm going to try to go in softly. Let me use this big mirror. And I did not set my primer, by the way. I never do that, just, you know, so you know. I forget to mention it. Just know my primer is never set. So I'm going to work as slowly as possible because I don't want it to get too dark. I do feel like these mattes are a little bit more on the buildable end. They're not extremely pigmented like how, you know, like Melt can be, or Natasha Denona, like that kind of formula. They're more buildable, but I do feel like they have more pigment than some other like indie brand mattes that I have tried. So they're very workable, and I feel like the formula is pretty nice on these. Now I'm going to take the same brush I was using and go into Winter Berry. It is a light peach matte, and I'm going to use that on the edge just to soften everything. I just don't want anything to look too harsh. And this is a very dark shade, so I just wanted to go on with something light that could help blend out the edges. So there we go for the two shadows. I think that Winter Berry shade had pretty good pigmentation for being such a light matte. So now I want to cut the crease and get my eye shape that I'm trying to achieve. I'm going to take a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and use that to create the eye shape that I'm going for. So I'm going to do like a full cut crease. Wish me luck that this goes well, but I just want to get like a nice good shape going. I'm going to reach it all the way out here too. And I'm going to fill the whole space with concealer. So there's the cutout. I think it looks okay for now. It's a different shape than what I normally do. But I'm going to go in with the Give Me Glow Glitter and Shimmer Primer because I want to see how the shadows, like the metallics, will do over a glitter primer. Just trying a different technique. So I'm going to lay over glitter primer over the whole area where the concealer was put. I'm just going to like stamp that on. I'm going to start off with Midwinter. I'm going to use that on the outer part of the cut crease. It's such a beautiful, like deep plum metallic, and it has like all these little shimmer specks throughout it. I'm just gonna dab that over here. I want the darkest shadow to be on the corner, like the outer corner. I will probably have to fix this edge over here, maybe get like a makeup wipe to get a more defined like shape, but I'll do that in a bit. So now I'm going to go into the shade called Kuno. That's how I think you pronounce it. This one looks like a beautiful greeny metallic, and it's a little bit more on the flakier side than the other metallics that I've used in this palette so far. It looks like it's going to be very intense and very foiled. Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. That is so pretty. So I'm kind of meshing it in to that purple metallic on the edge here. And then I'll bring it over here. I'm having a good amount of shimmer fallout from this shade. It's a little bit more textured and a little bit more on the thicker side, just so you know. But it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Now let's go on to the shade called Snow Nymph. This one also looks like a more textured, flaky shadow, just like the Kuno shade. This is beautiful, and I'm going to use that in the inner portion. Oh my gosh, this is such a gorgeous, kind of like a rosy gold shade, like a rose gold. It's so pretty. It's pinky, it's foiled. I'm loving all the different metallic formulas that's in this palette. So I'm really loving this color combo, like the mix with the mint and the purple and the pink. But now I want to go in with some white liner above the metallic where it's like meeting the matte and create like a shape. So I'm going to go into this Glisten Cosmetics palette. This was the collab with Fairy Free. And I'm going to go into this white cake liner right here. And I'm going to create a shape and try to make it a little bit more defined. So I'm just going to go right above the metallics and just follow it all the way down. Like that. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, so there's the liner shape. So I'm going to take one more shadow for my inner corner highlight. I'm going to go into Dendrite and use that to brighten this little inner corner right here. This one looks like it has gold and green in it. I'm going to take a little bit down here too, just right here in the front. And I do have some shimmer fallout. I probably should have wet my brush when I put that inner corner highlight on because I have a little bit more shimmer fallout. But I think that's it for the eye look. I'm not going to put any shadows on the bottom. Like that's going to be bare. I'll probably go in with like a white liner in the waterline. But I'm loving how this looks. So I'm going to go and finish off my eye look. And then I will be right back to show you guys the completed look. Alright my loves, I am back and here is the completed look. What do you guys think? I love this. I like the white liner, the shape, the metallics, the mattes, my lashes, my lips. I mean, I am thoroughly impressed with this palette. I love all the different formulas in here. And I like this little color combo, and I like that I kept it clean on the bottom part and didn't add any shadows. It's different from me. I normally use a shadow on the lower lash line. But yes, this is everything for look number 2. I think I did a pretty good job with the shape, with the liner. I'm happy. So all I did off camera to finish up everything is I went in with the LA Girl Jet Setter liquid liner to create a shape and do a little bit in the inner portion here. And I did also use a little bit of the lash glue liner from Kiss, and then went over that with the Kiss So Wispy lashes again. And then for my lips, I used this lip liner from Colourpop. This is the Lumiere liner. I don't know if they sell this anymore. And then I went over the liner with the Lunar Beauty lip oil and Tease Me, this beautiful lavender one. Just keeping the lips soft again and more on the juicy side, but I am happy with how this look came out as well. Like both of them, I was really happy with, and I'm just loving it. So I think I'm ready to give you guys my like final first impressions on this palette. Alright, so I'm very happy with this palette. I'm quite impressed with it. I am so happy that I picked this up, and I feel like I've tried so many cool brands this year, and there have been so many amazing collabs. So I think Ensley Rain Cosmetics and Brittany Huffman created such a beautiful palette together. There's so many beautiful metallics in here, all these different textures to work with. Some are a little bit more smooth, some are a little bit more like textured and foiled, some are like super sparkly, some lean a little satin. So you just have a lot to work with, and I feel like all the shifts are just gorgeous. Like every time I put one on my eyes, I'm like, ooh, look at that shift. Ooh, that was unexpected. Like it was a surprise every time I went into one of these shadows. I do also feel like the mattes are very user friendly. They're easy to work with. They're not overly pigmented, but they're pigmented enough that they show up on the lids. You can build them up, you can blend them out. I didn't have any patchiness issues. I felt like all the mattes worked very nicely together. So I'm very happy with that formula as well. I feel like they worked really nicely, and I do like the range. Like you have light to deep shades in here, so I do feel like this is going to work for all different skin tones, as well as with the metallics too. You have some darker metallics, you have some really light ones that work as beautiful inner corner highlights. Like I'm impressed. I think all the colors are so pretty. Nothing is duping itself in here. Like all the shades look very different on the eye. So I'm happy with this. I think they did an amazing job, and I'm excited by this palette. Like I want to use more and more of the metallics and try different looks, because this is just a dreamy, ethereal palette, and it's gorgeous. So I do think it's worth the higher price tag, since it is full of these beautiful dual chromes and multi-chromes, which tend to be more expensive to formulate. So I do get the higher price tag. Now I did use a discount code on this. I may have gotten 10 or 15% off. So definitely use a influencer code. If I can remember to leave some below, I will. I don't have one, but I know that there are influencers who do. So always try to find a code. Never pay full price, okay? There's always usually a code out there floating around. So I think this was a gorgeous palette, and I'm happy that I tried it, and I can't wait to play with it more. But anyways, guys, that was everything for this review. That was my thoughts on this palette, the looks that I was able to come out with. You guys will now have to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you pick up this palette? Have you tried this brand? Like, what do you think of the looks? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoyed this video, you like a lot of fun and colorful makeup content, you like a lot on indie makeup, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will have the palette linked. I will try to include any discount codes that I can find so you can get some money off if you do plan to pick this up. I will also link other videos of mine that you might be interested in watching, like other reviews that I've done on other brands. I will also have the rest of my makeup linked in case you're wondering what is on my face, like foundation and all that good stuff. I will also have my contact and my social media platforms linked. I'm also on Instagram as Bracy Lifestyle and Bracy_Beauty. And I do like to post a lot of different content there as well. So if you want to join my Instagram fam, I would really, really love love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, supporting my channel. I just think you guys are all so amazing, and I just hope all of you are doing well wherever you are in the world, and just sending you all so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.